Hi, my name is Ruben Mendoza, and this is my self-evaluation video. When I first signed up to a public speaking class, I was really excited because, well, from a lot of people told me they loved the class, and, well, because I also have a little bit of experience in public speaking. However, when I walked inside the classroom, I thought it was going to be a little bit easier. Turns out it was actually pretty challenging, which was fine because I like a challenge. Skills that I learned was learning how to keep my eye contact and learning how to keep my posture intact, meaning that sometimes I would lean on the podium when I wouldn't supposed to, and my attitude in public speaking did change a lot because it's not an easy thing to do compared to acting. I have theater experience for about like 6 or 7 years, and from what I've learned is acting is all about character work. In other words, make believe. However, public speaking is all about me, which is more pressuring because if I mess up, it's all on me. The concepts that I learned was voice articulation, credibility, because if I don't know what I'm talking about, then what's the point of having to talk? The speech assignment that I found really interesting and useful was informative speech. I am not one who's really good at finding research, knowing my credible sources, but when I joined this class and I did this speech, it actually challenged me a little bit more and pressured me because I knew I had to present it to a group of audience. The challenges that I faced this semester was managing time. By managing time, I mean memorizing the speech good enough to at least make it look like if it was natural. I see myself using these public speaking skills in the future in case I ever have projects to present, or especially since I'm an advertising major, because I need to learn how to persuade the audience to buy a product. The classmate whose speech I found really interesting was Nick's. The reason was because the first speech that I saw him do was about beer, and I remember in this presentation, the first thing that he said that he had there was beer, which really caught my attention, and because first of all I thought it was funny. The strengths that I have were learning how to make it look natural when I spoke, and memorization. Even though I hate it, but because of the monologues and scriptures I learned, memorization is one of my greatest strengths. One of my weaknesses was bad habits of moving when I shouldn't, or word fillers, or even pacing myself, because sometimes I'm known to speak a little bit too fast. And yes, now I feel a little bit more confident, because in high school, having the credibility of being in theater, being in athletic sports, and my academics, I had to speak a lot to the audience, which raised my credibility, which raised my confidence. But when I joined college, my confidence went down because I didn't know anybody, nobody knew me. So this class actually helped me find a base level to start. And I strongly believe that public speaking should be a requirement because it gets people out of their comfort zone. And it can be like a safety net because you'll know what your strengths and weaknesses are before you even deal with real life events and people. And I guess a metaphor I'd take with me out of this class was, if you can walk the walk, can you talk the talk? Thank you.